Hello. um, I have a few things to say, communicate, share, and speak about, obviously. Um, First of all, I want to address these people that is always looking something creative to do against me or my loved ones. Of course, um, it's a battle, it's a spiritual war, and the year just it has just started. So obviously there is a lot of stuff coming still, not just against me but against the spiritual community. A lot of people trying to take validation of the things that we know, because some things are not on the books, some things are hidden, being hidden from the whole world for thousands of years. And there is a lot of information that is obviously not disclosed to the public, and a lot of information that nobody knows but some of us, by the grace of the big consciousness, through the meditation, through our higher selves, and through the ancient wisdom that we carry or possess. There is a lot of stuff that nobody knows. There is a lot of stuff that is not yet shared or disclosed for whatever reasons. So there is a lot of things that people don't know. There is a lot of things that people don't understand, and a lot of information haven't been shared because people cannot just get it. They don't understand, or they're so stubborn or too deep in the matrix, so they just can't open their minds and accept that not everything that you've been told is the truth, and not everything that is in the books or Wikipedia or other places are completely the truth or the whole picture. Okay, there is a lot of things that are true, but it's not the whole picture. And to find the truth, you have to go within, you have to meditate, you have to find yourself and connect with the cosmos, with the big consciousness, with source, to be able to tap in and bring all this information to your life for your own understanding and your highest good, and obviously the highest good of the people that you are helping in any way, shape, or form. Now, helping others to awake is not by sitting here, I just tell you what to do, okay? By me making the change and me experiencing what I am experiencing and sharing with you is the way that I can help you. By my own testimony, on my own example of exactly what kind of life I am living, the path that I choose, and how my life is being transforming because the path that I choose. Is on you to understand exactly what you have to do, and find your own voice, find your own self, find your own truth. Okay, I am sharing all this because nobody's gonna come and tell you and grab you from your hand and guide you and tell you what to do and not to do. The best way to help others is by transforming yourself, to choosing a path, and then let everybody see you blossoming on your higher self, transforming in your higher self. So by the people looking at you and see how you've been getting better, or your life is getting better, or your consciousness is getting open, then they can see exactly how this works and how to make the change in themselves, if that makes sense. So I am not here to tell you do this, do that. I'm here to tell you what I was experiencing, or I've been experiencing throughout my life, and what are the things that I've been learning from it, and how that is been helping me to heal, to balance my ego, to balance my shadow, and to balance the truth and accept life as it is. Accepting life as it is like accepting that everything that happens is happening to you. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you to learn, to understand, to evolve, to grow in your life experience. And all this transformation that I do in myself, I share it with love for others to see how your life can be transformed if you just feel following your own voice and your own compass, that is your heart, opening your mind and see things in a different point of view. It doesn't have to be exactly what I am going through. It doesn't have to be exactly the things that I do or I did, but it can guide you in some way to for you to find all this information going within, or do your own research, because it's not about convince nobody or make you believe in me. That's not why I am here. I'm here to show you the path that I took and how I made it possible, and with the steps that I follow, and by being the example. Because you can just a lot of people just share what they read, okay? A lot of people read things, repost things because it makes a click in their minds, and it's the truth for them, and it's they feel inspired, and it just makes sense for them, right? But it's different when you just share something because it makes sense to you, from really take the action and do the stuff that you are sharing, that you are reading, that you are learning. Because if you don't do the things that you share, if you don't do the steps that you are reposting and talking about, then nothing is really makes sense. Because reposting and just reading and sharing because it makes sense in your mind is not enough. You have to really think like that and take the action. The same things that you are posting is because there are things that is working in yourself, because you already went through that path, you already explored that experience, you been in that journey, and you know what you're talking about. You're not just following others and reposting the same things that others are reposting because it makes sense to the community. It's about to really live that life, walk that path, okay? Have the integrity, have the understanding of what you're saying, what you're sharing, what you're talking about. Because yes, there is a lot of information everywhere. There is Wikipedia, there is internet, there is a lot of people in the spiritual community, and a lot of people can share, repost, and create a lot of stuff. But it's not just about create, repost, and share. It's about really living that life, if that makes sense. You have to go through the fire. You have to really heal, go through your dark night of the soul, and cross that bridge for you to really understanding what are you doing, and the people really to see in you that everything that you're talking about is exactly what you are doing, and not just reposting just to be popular or to follow others, or because it just makes sense. It's not about just making sense. It's about but you really know what you're saying? Do you really live that life, or you just talking about it? Like a teacher that just repeat what they learn. Like any other person that just make books by researching and finding information everywhere, but knowing their own lives. A lot of people talk about a lot of shit, but they never experience it. They never live that life. They just think like that, but don't live like that, if that makes sense. And it's a huge difference. Now, I'm not criticizing, I'm not judging, I'm just saying that it's very different to just talk about something and really go through it and know what you're talking about in first person, living the experience and sharing what you just experienced, what you went through, and then the people that are awakening, that are looking for guidance, because there's a lot of people that is looking for guidance, can see that yes, you are following, you're really doing what you're saying, you are living the life, and it's working on you, and they can see the difference. They can see that you are exactly what you're saying you are. Energy doesn't lie is true, but it's not just about the energy. You actually have to know what you're talking about to be a better help, if that makes sense. It's not bad to share, it's not bad to do researching, it's not bad to create things, it's not bad. I'm not saying that. All that is good and all that helps everybody. But it's better when you really walk that life, if that makes sense. You get more clarity, and you also can believe more in something that is more tangible, that you can actually see, that you read whatever. Because what you're talking about, everybody can find it in Wikipedia, everybody can find it on the internet, everybody can find people that talk about these things. But sometimes it's not enough, because you're not being in that position. I'm sorry. You're not being in that position. You're just reposting, rewriting things that you just read, and it make a click, it makes sense in your mind, but you don't live in that life. So it's not like it has less validation, but it's more difficult for the people that is looking the guidance to stick with the human experience and understanding in the whole, to see the whole picture of exactly what you're talking about. Like I say, I'm not judging, I'm not criticizing, I'm just saying that it's better when you actually can show in yourself, in your own life, the things that you are talking about, and not just repeating, okay? And that is why in my case, and I say in another video, I don't trust in therapists and all these people that just get a degree and get a career and all that, when they don't even go through all these things. They don't even understand you. They just go by the book, but they don't really experience the things that they're talking about. They just understand by the books, because the book says and the psychology says whatever. But making a study of 100 or 500 people to understand psychology is not enough until you're actually going through a same experience and you know what a person is feeling and going through it, if that makes sense. That's why my purpose always been sharing my testimony of everything that I'm going through. And as I growing and getting more mature and understanding all these things, I've been sharing at the same time, so people can see, not just read, but actually see and understand different point of views, different perspectives, and like I say, actually see what you are talking about. In my case, and I know I'm not the only one, I know there is a lot of people like me that we don't follow too much people that haven't experienced the things that you have experienced, because they cannot get you. And if they can get you, it's not 100% like you need it at a time, because they just learning from the book. They just read a research of dozens of people or hundreds of people about whatever in psychology and blah 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 blah, but they haven't gone through all the experience. So you cannot touch a heart if you don't feel it. Being an empath helps, but going through the experiences is way more helpful. Now, you don't have to go through bad things to help, okay? We can have good experiences, we can travel, be happy, joyful, have a good family, and still share those experiences and still help others and guiding others that happiness can be reached, that having a stable home can be done, etc., etc. So to me, the knowledge, the information, the researching, the books, and all that is good. But if you add experiences, it's even better. And that's why I always use myself as an example, because I'm not gonna come and tell you that fulanito or so told me, or I see them go through it, and it's not just that. I am being there. I am on those shoes, so I know what I'm talking about. Now, my experience doesn't have to be the same as you. My point of view doesn't have to be the same as you. You don't have to agree 100% of everything that I say. But it can help you to expand your mind, and probably it can make click to other things that maybe I haven't think about it, but in your mind, it's just gonna make sense. So it's very important to understand that I'm not just trying to share my life to be popular or to, because I hate to expose myself, okay? And if I don't make too many videos, it's also because of that. But when I do my videos, it's because I get the messages, I get the downloads that I need to speak about something. I need to speak about something. And why God chose me is because the way I see life, the experiences that I've been going through, the way I can explain some things is very different of the way that some psychologists use or other people use, because whatever experiences they're having is just not gonna make click. The way they explain it sometimes is so fucking boring, right? They use a lot of terms that people don't understand. A real people that some people understand more if you explain the things in the ways that I do, more real, more raw, okay? And not with fancy terms and all these things. A lot of people just don't get it or can't understand, because also, like I say, when a therapist or whoever is talking and trying to give you advices and all this, they don't even feel you. Sometimes they just try to be nice, they just try to help you, right? But they don't really feel you, okay? And it's okay. I'm not saying that it's not okay. It's okay. But like I say, some people like me, I prefer to listen to somebody that actually went through it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you want to come and give me an advice of something that you have never experienced in your life, it's hard for me to follow. You understand? And now that's me. It doesn't have to be everybody. But I know there's a lot of people like me. It's hard to follow somebody that they cannot show you by example what they're talking about. And it's in every area in your life. I'm not going to follow a person that is going to come over here and try to give me advices about a marriage when they haven't been married. Or tell me how I should raise my kids when they haven't had kids. Or their relationship with their kids sucks, if that makes sense. So if your marriage, your childhood or whatever sucks, and you just haven't healed, you haven't fixed or find a way to have a better relationship with whoever, how you want me to believe that if I follow your advices, I'm gonna be okay? If that makes sense. I know a lot of people maybe disagree with me, and it's okay. Nobody has to agree with me. It's only if you feel it here, if you feel like it's what I'm saying is touching you or moving you, you're gonna know. If whatever I say makes no sense to you, it's okay too, okay? A lot of people have different perspective and different way of thinking, and a lot of people have broken thinking. They just cannot link one thing to another. And a lot of people, it's very easy to get influenced by external sources, and they don't give themselves the time to go within, to analyze and feel the truth in their hearts. And a lot of people also is very, very, very analytical. So when you are super analytical and you don't allow your heart to feel and see and speak to you, you just can't understand a lot of things, okay? Like history, like the things that the spiritual community talks about, Holy Spirit, angels, demons, deities, God, goddesses, in reincarnations, etc. A lot of people just cannot, because they're too analytical. If they cannot find an explanation, they just cannot open their mind, because they only using the brain. Now, to be more balanced, you have to use your brain and your heart. It has to be a coherence between your head and your heart, and you have to use both to understand the truth. If you only use your brain, you can miss a lot of stuff, okay? If you use your heart, you also can miss a lot of stuff and get hurt, okay? So it has to be a balance between the brain and the heart, to be open to get the messages, to learn the truth, to understand self, and obviously to grow and evolve. You cannot use your brain. You cannot be 100% analytical. You have to use your heart too, because the heart is a compass and the heart knows better. So it has to be 50-50. Just like the shadow and your light has to be balanced, the yin and the yang, your masculine and feminine energy has to be in balance. Your chakras have to be in balance to be healthy. Your brain and your heart has to be in completely harmony for you to understand and get everything that is going on, and escape the matrix, and be able to listen to your higher self and listen to source and whoever are your guides. So that's why all the work that I put is, to me, I'm trying to do it the way that is more easy to share, that is by sharing my experience, my testimony, and the way I see life. I found it more easy than to just make research and make a book and just write down a lot of stuff in fancy terms and just repost it, and I can do that, I can just look what is the information that talks about the ego date and blah 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 blah, but if I just repost the same, I'm just gonna be doing the same thing that everybody does. So how I can help somebody to understand something if I just use the same terms that everybody use? The best way to help is by putting an example of something that I actually went through, something that I actually experienced, okay? Either with good or bad outcome, because a lot of things are being mistakes, okay? I've been learning mostly from my mistakes, obviously, but I've been learning too about good stuff like meditating, praying. I mean, there's a lot of positive things that I do, and going through these experiences also has been teaching me a lot. But mostly I've been learning from my mistakes, because that's how most of the people learn, from the mistakes. And to me, it's more easy to just come and tell you, why I went through this and this happening, and then something may click and I understand this, and then I change my life and I start doing this, and this is the outcome. That just, write 2-3 pages about the ego death, if that makes sense. Now, I'm like I say, I'm not taking validation of nothing. Everything is different for everybody, and not everything work for everybody neither, okay? But the people that can feel me, the people that can get me, the people that can listen to me and really change that perspective, I know they know what I'm saying is the truth, okay? Because it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to to understand life by just reading books or reading Wikipedia. It's hard to understand your higher self by just reading, okay? You actually have to listen how people actually do the things or do the stuff for you to understand, okay? Like I say, a lot of people understand and learn by just reading, and it's okay. A lot of people understand just by listening to stuff. Some need more than that. Some need proof. Some need actual proof that that person that is telling me this is actually living that life, if that makes sense. And I am one of this kind of person, and that's why I do it like this, because I always want the proof that what you're telling me is the truth, okay? I follow my intuition. I follow a lot of my guides and things that you cannot explain or see behind the veil, but I also going through the stuff, okay? I'm not just reading and repeating what I read. I actually put it on practice, okay? I actually live the life. I walk the talk, basically. And that's why I'm trying to inspire others to actually take action and start living that life, okay? Yes, the information helps and helps a lot. It gives you an idea, but living the life is the best example that we can give, not just to our kids, but to society and everybody else. Live the life that you talk about. Don't just repeat what others say. Live it, experience it, feel it. And that is going to make a huge difference. If we just start pouring in ourselves, going within, and start walking the talk, everybody's going to see it. And it's going to be a ripple effect. And everybody's going to start living their own life, follow their own guidance. Okay? So I hope this makes sense, and I hope this helps somebody else, and I hope this helps people to get and understand more what I am doing, why what I do, and I am doing it in this way. Okay? A lot of people don't need a degree or spend hundreds of dollars to get this knowledge. If you just apply it on your life and actually do it, you get it, and you can be helping yourself with your psychological problems. You can help yourself with your health. You can help yourself with the way you view life, okay, by walking the talk. You don't need to spend dollars on a lot of people that come with a degree and say that they know what they're talking about and blah 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 blah, and research on hundreds of people, and it's not the same, okay? A lot of therapies, they just give you medicine because they think that it's a chemical shed in your brain, and it could be a chemical shed in your brain, but you can change it by the way you think, if that makes sense. When you change your way of thinking, the way you eat, the way you behave, the way you live, everything aligns, okay? Having a good health is so easy as have all your chakras balanced, okay? When you have all your chakras balanced and you have a good diet, you will be healthy. But doctors don't tell you that. Doctors don't tell you that. Medicine is a big business, okay? And there is a lot of things in, about medicine, doctors, or it's to some degree it could be like a mafia, okay? And everybody knows this. They don't tell you that having a good life, using what nature gives us, help us more than all these pills and capsules and shit that they always selling everywhere that you can find in the market. You just have to live like we used to live before, okay? With organic food, using everything that nature gives us. Herbs, teas, fruit, veggies, and how your chakras align can give you a very, very good health, more than all these methods and vitamins and all this shit that they sell. Having an optimum health is easy as align your chakras and change your diet and having better thoughts, positive thoughts. Attract good stuff to your life. Speak good on your life. You don't need nothing else. But they don't tell you that. They don't want you to know that you can actually better your life, your health, and the chemical in your brain. So you don't need therapies, you don't need medicine, you don't need all these fucking drugs to be healthy mentally, physically, and spiritually. This is a better life and more healthy way to live if you really, really want to be healthy and get off of medicines and therapy and all these things that are expensive and very abrasive to your health, to your body, to your mind. A lot of medicine just keep you numb. It doesn't help. It's not fixing the problem. It's not fixing the issue. They just numb you in your brain for you to think that you're not depressed no more, for you to think that you're happy, okay? And numb you from your own truth and your own problems that are here. Whatever is hurting you, whatever is keeping you depressed, anxious, or thinking that your life doesn't work, or you want to kill yourself and you have to need medicine, the medicine is not helping you. The medicine is just keeping you numb, okay? But the issues that you have in your heart cannot be healed with medicine. The chemical in your brain and all this good stuff can change if you change your health, your chakras, your diet, your mindset. Everything is going to start aligning slowly but surely. And this is something that I can speak about because I was more than half of my life going through it. Depression, suicidal thoughts, and a lot of shit that was projected to me with magic, voodoo, and all this stuff, and also projected to me by people that bully me and gaslighting me, okay? Once I got rid of all these things and I understand that none of them and none of that actually are the truth, but my truth is here, and I start healing and accepting that the things that happened to me was for me to evolve, grow, and be an example. That day, I stopped using everything. I stopped drinking, I stopped using drugs, I stopped thinking that I didn't work, and I stopped thinking that my brain was fucked up, okay? Just by changing my mindset, working with my chakras, meditating, praying, and changing my habits, fasting, and avoiding the things that I know are not good for my stomach, for my brain, for my health, for my skin. So living the life, walking the talk is way better than just read things and repeat like a song. You cannot be just repeating what you have to actually do it. You have to actually do it. It's not enough if you just know things. Knowing is not enough. You have to actually experience it, okay? Or not, because it's your it's your choice, okay? It's your free will. If you don't want to do all this, if you think that what you find in books, in Wikipedia, or with a therapist, it helps you, it's good for you, if that works for you, then it works for you, okay? But me personal experience and the way I think, I need the proof. And your degree in Harvard, your titles, your books are no proof for me, okay? You actually have to show me that what you're talking about is because you're learning by experience. That's how I am. And like I say, you don't have to agree with me, but it's the way that works for me. And I know there's a lot of people like me, and that's why this is the way I do my stuff. Thank you. I love you all, and God bless you. I'll be back with more videos. Bye-bye.